Hey investors, imagine a future where your money is not just sitting idle, but working tirelessly to build the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. In this video, we're not talking about safe, low-risk mutual funds. We're taking a step up, exploring funds designed for those ready to balance risk and growth strategically. If you're in your 20s, the time is now to create wealth that compounds over decades. And yes, this might just be the video that changes how you think about investing forever. But before we dive in, a quick question. How many of you feel excited and just a little bit terrified of investing in a higher risk fund? If your hand shot up, that's totally normal. We'll break down exactly what you need to know to feel confident. Because if you're someone ready to take control of your financial future, then let's dive into the strategies that can give you the edge. The rising action, breaking down the strategy in 3 parts. 1. Understand the fund types and how they're different. Now let's start by understanding the types of funds that we'll be covering today. When we say risk-taking, we're talking about funds that lean into the potential of equity growth. Funds like large and mid-cap funds or actively managed growth funds. These are not your play-it-safe mutual funds. They're structured to capture higher returns in exchange for tolerating more volatility. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Volatility sounds like that frenemy who keeps throwing curveballs, right? But here's the kicker. Volatility in your 20s is not something to avoid. It's actually something to embrace. Why? Because you have the luxury of time to recover from market swings. Young investors have the advantage of patience. Imagine the market as a roller coaster, scary in the short term, thrilling in the long term. 2. Selecting the right fund for your goals. All right, so now that we know the type of funds we're aiming for, let's talk about which specific fund style can align with your personal goals. If you're someone who's serious about beating market averages, look at large and mid-cap funds. These funds blend the stability of large-cap stocks with the growth potential of mid-caps. It's like having a team of reliable players alongside rising stars. But not all funds are created equal, and picking the wrong one could cost you big time. So how do we pick the right fund? 3. How to assess fund performance like a pro. Here's where things get technical. But don't worry, I'm here to simplify. When comparing funds, look for ones with a long, proven track record, ideally 5 to 7 years, and a consistent performance that beats its benchmark. Avoid funds that show huge recent gains without a solid history. They might be a flash in the pan that leaves you regretting your choice. Think of it this way. You wouldn't date someone just because they showed up to one party looking amazing, right? You'd want someone with a strong track record of being reliable. And here's a quick insider tip. There's one particular fund we've found that stands out. Curious? Revealing the ideal fund choice and closing 4. Revealing our top fund pick. After analyzing consistency, risk-to-reward ratios, and long-term performance, one fund repeatedly comes out on top. Drum roll, please. The Kotak Equity Opportunities Fund. This fund combines large and mid-cap investments, has a strong historical performance, and a solid management team known for strategic active fund management. Now, why does this matter? Because choosing a fund that not only fits your profile, but also consistently beats benchmarks means your money works harder for you. This is the kind of growth that helps you maximize returns without overstepping into dangerous territory. Now, here's a question for you. Are you ready to take on